Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of X Malice. Finishing up Mineo and Enomoto's route. And the first thing I'm going to show you is the happy thing, so that once the happy thing is over, if you don't want to see the bad ending, you don't have to. So, yeah, in the albums, you go down to short story, and just like in Period Cube, you have the short story to read.
I felt the pounding sound in my eardrums as colors lit the sky. Tamiya, it's so pretty.
Yes, they certainly live up to their reputation.
Yeah, I know, right? I've always wanted to show you. We finally got out of Shinjuku, too. Besides, going to see fireworks on a date is what couples do.
Thank you, Mineo. What does it mean when you call out Tamiya like that?
Wait, what? You don't know? What about Kaguya?
I don't know that either.
Whoa! Is this what people mean when they talk about a generation gap?
You're not that older than me! Huh? But we're only 2 years apart.
Yeah, but I was really close with my grandparents, and people say I'm old-fashioned.
Oh.
I don't know how to entertain my lover like young men do these days. I can't plan a good date at all. It's no exaggeration to say that this was one of the greatest fears I, Mineo Enomoto, had these days. Ever since I met Ichika, and we became crime-solving partners, we inevitably began to fall hopelessly for one another. Due to the incident, I left the force with Yanagi, and when I was trying my best to ignore reality, she gave me the courage to move forward. When we became lovers, I thought it was just a dream, or even a mean prank played on me. The X-Day incident died down, Shinjuku returned to normal, and now Ichika was smiling next to me. These past few days have been so amazing that I no longer thought this was all a dream.
About time you accepted it.
And that's why I wanted to bring her joy. I wanted to make her love me more. It was easy to say, but because I lacked experience, I wasn't confident that I could accomplish that.
I wouldn't have picked you if you couldn't.
Inviting her to this fireworks display today was a good start, but I suddenly got deathly worried. Sorry, I guess girls would usually prefer to go to a restaurant with a nice view or something.
What are you talking about?
I started to wallow in my depression, but Ichika angrily raised her voice for some reason. Wow, her face actually looked really angry.
I never wanted to go anywhere like that with you, Mineo. What?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, that's not how I meant that. Yeah, it makes it sound like, what, you never want to go eat at a restaurant with him ever? Oh, that's not how I meant that. It's just that, Mineo, I want to be at a lively place like this, watching fireworks, eating lunch in the park, and just chatting.
Ichika imagines those things while smiling. That smile made my heart jump. That was when I felt happiest. Just being with you made me happy. Ichika. Those words made the back of my eyes heat up. Yes, I actually said that. There was no need to go on a date at some pretentious hotspot with her.
We can just be ourselves and laugh and be happy.
You're right. I fell in love with you because you're like that.
Huh?
What are you surprised about?
Because you said you loved me. Why the surprise? I'll be perfectly honest about this. I really like you. I love you. Mineo?
Ichika looks around while turning red. She was usually strong-willed, but she looks so cute when she got embarrassed like this. No one can hear us with the fireworks going on, so I want to hear you say it.
Huh? Huh?
It's not fair for just one of us to say it. All the previous times, you kept saying it even though I was agitated.
That's because you were feeling down and it felt right at the moment.
She seemed embarrassed at having to say it again. It's not always I can control the situation, so I just continued on while feeling excited.
Take advantage of it while you can. I'll leave that up to your imagination.
Huh? Hey, that's not fair. Why would you say it?
It's not something I can just say lightly.
No, come on. Couples say it to each other all the time. It's the same as saying good morning or good night.
Where did you learn that? Anyway, I know that whether or not I say it, the message will still get across to you.
Ichika says that while flashing a big smile at me. That's totally cheating. When she looked as cute as she does right now, I didn't have any choice but to shut up.
Oh, Mineo, look! Corn on the cob.
You're obviously changing the subject. I felt like it'd be pitiful if I backed down here, so I made up my mind and followed her. Here we go.
Ah!
In her hurry to go and get the corn, Ichika bumped into someone and lost her balance. Hey, you okay?
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I tripped.
Well, it's kinda tough to run in Geta. Wooden sandals aren't made for running. There you go. I helped Ichika up on my shoulder as I started to look around. I found a park off to the side with fewer people, and then I extended my hand to her. Let's go rest. I'm sure you can see the fireworks.
Oh, but, Mineo, weren't you looking forward to going around to the different stalls?
I can enjoy that anytime. You're more important to me right now. You sprained your ankle, didn't you? You're wearing Geta, so I know that walking around is tough enough as it is. Sorry for not being more considerate.
It's nothing, really. I'll be fine. Or you can just give me a piggyback ride like you did earlier in our relationship.
Jeez, just listen to me. Your stubbornness is kind of a bad habit, you know? But that's what I like about you. I didn't listen to Ichika, and instead tightly grabbed a hold of her hand. Alright, hold on. I sat Ichika on a bench, and then wet a handkerchief at a faucet. I dropped to a knee and wrapped it around her feet. Does it hurt?
No, it was just cold. But I'm fine now.
It doesn't seem to be swelling or anything yet. I thought maybe the strap chafed at her toes or something. But that's fine too. But you should cool it down anyway. You're probably tired from all that walking. I patted Ichika on the head as I sat beside her on the bench. The fireworks were even further into the distance. The commotion was a bit less intrusive here, so the setup was quite nice in its own way. Then, I noticed that Ichika was looking straight at me. What's wrong?
You're much prettier than any fireworks. Mineo, you've changed a little.
Huh? How?
Well, before, you didn't even used to carry handkerchiefs.
That's not true. I just didn't have one on me at that moment. Every gentleman has handkerchiefs.
And when we held hands, you were still nervous, but you weren't sweating.
Why would I? What kind of guy would get all nervous and sweaty just over holding hands? After all, we're lovers.
That's true, but it's kind of terrifying.
Huh? Why?
It feels like I'm the only one being nervous.
Huh? Ichika whispered as she looked down. I noticed that her face was a little red. Her expressions, the words she'd said, and her emotions threw me into chaos every single day, and she didn't even know it.
Well, apparently you're a better actor than you thought.
What are you, stupid?
What?
Obviously, you're not the only one that's nervous. My heart is pounding like crazy right now. You make my heart flutter every time I see you. I'm just trying to play it cool.
Huh.
I think out loud whenever I get nervous, and I'm trying my best to stay calm right now.
Mineo, you told me something before. You said there's no need to put on airs.
I'm not. I've fallen head over heels for you, and I just don't want to overdo things and creep you out.
Yeah, well, you're moving a little too slow at this point. After this long, we should be much more comfortable with each other. Why would I be? I'm the same way. I also...
Ichika was leaning forward. She was about to say something, but stopped. I couldn't help but speak out. Love me? I looked at her seriously, so she couldn't just brush it off this time. Ichika looked annoyed as she silently moved closer to me. Hey! I got flustered at her getting so close all of a sudden, her face right next to mine.
I love you.
The voice I love so much whispered those words.
Now do you understand? Mineo? And we have a repeat of the other incident.
Wow, that really hits the spot. It was much more powerful than I thought. My mind was now a complete blank. My head was in my hands. It's a one-hit KO. Yeah, I can't ever beat you.
I can do the same thing to you.
She's now smiling happily, which just made me laugh too. You know, I always thought about how to be more manly, or how I could make sure how I'm operating at maximum suaveness. But just putting on a show like that was stupid, and when the moment arrived, you'd just be futilely spinning your wheels. I felt down when I do things I'm not accustomed to. Sometimes I randomly get absent-minded. But even when I failed, even when I was pitiful, my optimism was the strongest point I had. She reminded me of that. It's much easier to accept your message when I'm being honest with myself.
Yes, that's more like you, Mineo. I'll do the same.
I wanted to say this from the beginning, but you look great in that yukata. It's super cute.
Thank you.
Oh, and I pulled Ichika close to me and whispered into her ear, I love you too. I said that with all my heart.
Apparently their short stories are much longer than period cubes, so yeah. That's why that ended up getting stuck with the bad ending, because it made the good ending much, much too long. So now let's go ahead over for the bad ending. For that, we have to start with chapter 6. Let's see, go to Mineo Enomoto, chapter 6. Go with low friendship. And I'm going to skip until we come to new text, of course. And so for our first choice here, we have to say ... this time instead of you did. We're not going to tease him this time.
Huh? What's with the awkward silence? Did he do something bad again?
I feel like we're teasing him still anyway.
Was I talking about how the kiss feels? Like, did I say it tasted lemon flavored?
Lemon flavored? Please calm down. You didn't say anything like that. But you just totally gave away what you were thinking.
Huh? Then I said even more risque things?
No, I'm sorry, nothing like that. It was much more heartwarming. And skipping again? And this time we have to gaze at Mineo instead of kissing him. Poor baby. I should let Mineo decide here. He's too shy.
Stop. If you look at me like that, I can't look back at you.
Huh?
My heart is about to burst. Is this what it means to die from love?
I've never heard of anyone dying from love. Mineo covered his heart with his hand and proceeded to close his eye. I probably shouldn't leave these things to Mineo anymore. Come on, it's no easier for you. There's only one thing left to do. And I kissed him instead. I like a guy with a little more guts, you know. Alright, so here's our difference in the ending. After things have been revealed and they had a small talk after Ogata's fake interview here. I was watching Ogata and Mineo's exchange from the shadows in the studio set. I know Mineo will be alright, but I still couldn't shake off all my worries. If anything happens, I'll protect Mineo. With my gun unholstered, I watched in silence in case something happened.
Do you know why I told everyone I would judge evil? Some stubborn people you'll just never get through to, and no amount of talking will ever be enough. Mineo Enomoto, you're nothing but an obstacle to me.
Oh, we didn't get through to him. Ogata slipped his hand in his pocket, which prompted Mineo to take a defensive stance. He doesn't have a gun to defend himself. He said there was no need for a weapon to talk with Ogata. He wanted to show that conviction. Mineo was doing this for Ogata.
I couldn't kill Fuji with my own hands, but you... I'll kill you with my own hands. Ugh.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Ogata aimed straight for Mineo's heart, and Mineo tried to stop him by grabbing his arm.
You don't understand anything. Hatred. Hatred changes people. Ugh.
Ogata used his free hand to grab a concealed knife. He stabbed the knife deep into Mineo's arm, and Mineo's mouth twisted in pain. I think this is when I should shoot him.
Whether I kill one or two, it's all the same. I will kill all of you police who ruin my life.
How did this go so wrong?
I won't let anyone get in my way.
Ogata twisted the knife. Mineo's face contorted in agony. No! Blood was dripping from Mineo's arm. Ogata was not of sound mind. I didn't know what he might do. At this rate, Mineo... he'll die. That's not going to happen. I won't let him kill Mineo. To protect him, I'll...
Ogata!
Oh, is this going to create a rift between us? I shot right through Ogata's heart. I had to, or Mineo could have been killed. I couldn't bear that fear.
Why?
Mineo looked at me blankly.
Why?
I didn't really have an answer to his question for me. I could have shot him in the arm, but I guess I wasn't thinking about it. I just really wanted to save his life. Time passes, and next day was avoided. Due to the police neutralizing the collars, Adonis announced the cancellation of X Day. They went into hiding ever since. The threat of terrorism wasn't completely gone. After a debate that raged for months, the quarantine of Shinjuku was finally lifted. In the investigation afterwards, the video of the exchange between Ogata and Mineo at the murder scene of Yuta Fuji was discovered. Thanks to Ogata's confession, the true motive of the July case was now known, and the case was closed. The discharge of my weapon against Ogata was cleared of any wrongdoing. However, I submitted my resignation and chose to return to my parents' home in Niigata. What about Kazuki, then? There was a choice for me not to take his life, but I killed Ogata. In that moment, I strayed from my idea of what being a police officer meant. I destroyed Mineo's conviction of wanting to try and save Ogata. Ever since that day, I couldn't bring myself to see him. We'll probably never see each other again. I got on the train and sat down in an unoccupied seat. I have to take over the family business. Kazuki will have no obstacle to continuing his music career. I have to at least protect Kazuki's dream. That was the only thing I could do now. Huh? I cautiously looked toward the sound. I saw him standing there, causing me to jump up. Mineo!
Why didn't you bother telling me anything? You said you'd maintain your sense of justice as a police officer.
I shake my head. No, I can't.
What you did to Ogata wasn't your fault. All you did was protect me.
Oh, he understood. No,
Don't give up. Unlike me, you actually have an honorable goal.
What are you talking about? You have an honorable goal, too.
I know how hard you worked for it. Don't give it up. Don't just run away.
I was naive. I couldn't say this because I was afraid of being looked down on. I didn't pull the trigger for justice. That's why I can't stay here.
We could commit to serving justice together. If you can't do it alone, we can do it together. That's the way I've always thought. Aren't you the same?
Through the window, his face contorted. I'm sorry.
Wait, hey, Ichika!
My heart wavered when I heard his voice so full of sadness. Soon, he began to yell something. I couldn't hear his voice anymore. I'm sorry. Mineo, please don't lose sight of it. Don't end up like me. Goodbye. My love that cannot be. When it was Ichika that ended up... That's even more sad because he still loved me and he still had hope and I'm the one that gave up. Damn you, Ichika. Well, sadly, that is it for Mineo Enomoto, whom I really loved as a character, but yeah, the route, I was disappointed that we didn't learn more about Adonis. See, I'm the exact opposite of most people who were like, they're like, we want to hear the route that says the least about the game in first, and then, save the route that explains the whole game for the last one. No, not me. I'm like, tell me the overstory, and then I can read about the details later. Because I really hate having the overview last, and then feeling like, oh, you know what, I gotta go reread all the routes so I can get all the little pieces that I didn't notice before. That's how I feel about it. Personally, I'd rather hear the big overarching story and then fill in the little details, because then I'll understand where all the details fit in. Because I really don't have time to reread things so much. Alright, well anyway, next I'm going to do Shiraishi if I can. I think I can. I think I had to play one other character to unlock him first, but I think he's open. But I think his route is shorter, so that's why I want to do him. Oh, and then I'm not sure if I want to do Kei or Yanagi. I think I want to do Yanagi because he is going to be the one that has the most actual story detail. And I really want to get into that because there's one very specific thing that I want to clear up, and I'm pretty sure it's only going to get cleared up in his route. But honestly, I think Kei, oh my god, they did such a good job with this game and these characters that I love all the characters, besides Code Realize, where I love almost everybody in it. Well, actually I did that with Hakuoki too, and that's a pretty big accomplishment because he has so many characters. But, yeah, I love everybody in here a lot except for Sasazuka. And that's because I don't like the little guys, and I can't stand his blue cotton candy hair. That hair just really kills me. It's not a good look in my opinion. Alright, well anyway, hope to see you in the next episode where I start with, Shiraishi. Hopefully I actually can. If not, I'm not actually quite sure what I'm going to do next. But no matter what happens, hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.